A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there. Welcome to my channel. In this particular session, the collective reading, I would be talking about an energy that's popping out quite a lot. It's a very high vibrational energy, a high vibrational woman or a man. And I'll explain to you how it's going to work with the man and how it's going to work with the woman, okay? But what I'm being shown is that this high vibrational, high value lady, first the lady, I'm being shown the lady, she is a kind of person who is very much aware. She is into self-love. She loves herself and she loves her company a lot. She really enjoys her company. She's very independent and she lives in a very, fun, balanced, also mission-oriented, because she's serious about these things that she's doing, and at the same time she knows how to have fun. So you can say she has a very active life, very fit, very healthy. So many good things are being shown to me around this person. She's financially independent. She's hardworking. She's got a good routine. She wakes up in the morning. She sleeps on time. And she has a very fun life. Very fun life, When your energy is very good, you will enjoy everything that you do. So there is never a dull moment in this person's life. Okay. Now what is happening over here is that there is somebody who is pursuing her. So obviously she's good looking, attractive, that kind of a badass, kick-ass woman. So now this high value, high vibrational woman is being pursued by someone. This man, whosoever it is, okay, this man is like trying to get her attention and trying to be like, impressing her, telling her like, hey girl, what's up with you, what's your scene? And the thing I like about high vibrational women and men is that they are really cool. They don't care about anybody. They don't think so much, before doing things. They just go with the flow very naturally. And because they are in surrendered energies, they are protected and they don't do wrong things for that reason. So this man is trying to, get her attention, impressing her. He could also be a genuine person. He could be a genuine lover. But she has to test him out. She cannot just go ahead with anybody who's trying to impress her, following her, messaging her. Or in today's world, we have following, messaging, we have all those things. Checking all the updates. You can see that they have visited your profile every day. The moment you put an update, the first person to view it is this person. In personal life also, like in normal life also, he's like always acting very like, oh my God, I like this girl so much. So he's not hiding his emotions. Now she is telling him, so wherever she is, this man is literally following her. And he pretends like, I just happen to be here. I'm not following you. I'm just here. So she is this really badass woman, okay? She tells him that, look, I know what you men want and I know why you all follow women, okay, all the time. So you better back off, okay? I've had enough of you in my periphery, in my aura, okay? I don't want anyone to, without my permission or without my knowledge, interfere in my ecosystem. So you better just pop out from here because you don't belong here, okay? Don't disturb me and don't distract me. I don't have time for this. I know what you want. At the end of the day, I know what you want and where this will lead to. So just, I have no time for this. I have no energy to waste. I have no time for this and I don't find this exciting. You must be thinking that like some other woman who's low vibrational or in the lust energies, I am going to get attracted to all this nonsense and I will love your sugary talks and I will love your persuasion and I will love your following me and acting like a, mesmerized person. So I'm not that. I'm not your Leila and you're not my Majnu. I'm not your Juliet. You're not my Romeo. I don't have time for all this. Okay. So you better back off or else I will punch you or I will do something to you that you will regret. I won't regret it, but you will surely regret. So you just better leave. Okay. Now this man, if I do the reading for this type of a person, he is also not the type of man who goes after every third woman, every second woman. Okay. So even he is very interested in her. He cannot take away his control is not on him. Whenever he found out about her, whichever time frame it was, since then, all he wants to do is he wants to know more about her. Who is she? Where is she from? What is she doing? What's up with her? And things like that. And a high vibrational man knows that a good woman, a goddess, she'll never chase anyone. Never, ever, ever. She'll not. So I only have to go up to her, and in some way I have to only, tell her that I'm interested in her, I like her, I would like to know her, because whatever I try to know about her. So, okay, one more tip I'll give you. So high vibrational men also do research. When they like a woman, when they get attracted to someone, they want to know about that person. But after doing all the research, if that person is not attractive enough or not nice enough or not, high vibrational like them, then they back off. They don't follow that person. So he's also thinking like, why is she, why do I want to do it? And there are other things also that you need to see. She has to be single. I have to be single. He has to think. I need to be in some kind of profession. So the more he knows about her, the more he's impressed by her activities, by her routine, by her lifestyle, everything that she says, and she's a fun person. So he's like getting drawn to this girl, and don't want to be disrespectful as well, but she carries, like we say in Hindi, ki gussa uski naak pe hai. So she carries the anger on the tip of the nose. When you get very angry, your nose becomes red, or when those emotions happen. So he tells this woman that, you have a very cute face. Actually, you have a very cute face, and your face is so innocent. You have such an innocent face, such a cute face, like a baby face you have. But nobody knows, or people would not know that this, how women put blush on, and it makes their cheeks a bit red. So when people get angry, sometimes their face also gets a bit red, okay, pinkish red. I don't know how many of you have noticed this, but this happens. So he says that you are such a cute face, but you are so lethal. This redness in your face, in your cheeks, it's not because of makeup, or it's not because of anything else, but because you have so much anger right now while you are telling me to buzz off. I'll go. Don't worry, I'll go. I'll not do this. I'll not trouble you. But I'm very scared of you. I like you, but I'm so scared of you. I feel like some lightning bolt will just come and hit me, the way you are shouting at me, or the way you're telling me to get lost and go away and leave from here. And this is making me even more attracted towards you. So this girl is now thinking that, what, if there was some other guy or some other woman, someone else, they would have run away by now. They would have gotten scared by my scolding. But this person is not getting scared by my scolding. Either he's a player, either he's a very good player, he has got experience, he's not going to back off. So a lot of players and Casanovas, the reason why they get so many women, in their life to be with them, is because they don't get scared when a woman tells them to go away. And this is a high vibrational woman. She knows all the tactics, even for the players and the Casanovas and all those of the world, okay? So she says, yeah, you can see the anger on my face. So now when he also says something nice to her, this is the interesting game, exchange that they do. These are the things you need to enjoy in life. More than the affairs and more than those things, sometimes these things are also very enjoyable. Like you need to be very confident to pull off these type of conversations. So she is like, yeah, you can see the anger in me. You can, at the same time, you're very smart. You're giving me a compliment. You're telling me that I'm angry. And you're telling me that you're scared. And still you're finding me attractive. So I don't think you're scared of me, because people who are actually genuinely scared of me, they won't have all these things to say. All the layers that you're making up, they won't have that. So you are very smart. You're a player. I can see that. I know you have experience. So my threat to you, I am threatening you to get lost from here, leave from here. If you were really so scared, if you got so frightened by my words, by my anger, then you would not have stood here smiling and still continuing with your game. So my dear, don't think that I'm a fool. I have seen many like you and I know how to handle you. And if you're thinking that I won't do anything, that the lightning bolt and all that will hit you and blah blah blah, when it will hit you, then you will get to know how it feels, because it will hit you, it will surely hit you only. It's for you only. So you will not be spared, okay, after that. You will not be spared. Don't play this game with me, this Casanova playboy game that you're playing. You might be very good looking and maybe your words have a great impact on a lot of women. Lot of women must have heard your words and just felt very lucky. But I am not that woman. I am not that woman. Since I was shown a high vibrational man and a woman both, and I was shown how both of them deal in this situation. So this woman is now telling this man that, stay away from me and I don't want you around me. You're not scared of me. You're just acting. You're just pretending. You think that when you say this statement to me, oh, I'm scared of you, I will get very impressed and I'll be like, oh, he's scared of me, because most people like power struggles. I don't. I'm actually genuinely warning you. I'm threatening you or warning you, whatever way you want to take it. I'm not interested in you. I don't like you. And maybe you like me, that's your personal problem or your personal situation. Because if you really like me, then this is not the right way to conduct yourself in front of me. So just leave. All this, I love you, I like you, I'm so fascinated by you. You'll forget everything once I smack you in your face. So you better leave. So he goes like, I'm not leaving. I'm not going anywhere. It's not a crime to fall in love with anyone. It's not a crime to like someone. So he's a seasoned player. He's a seasoned Casanova. A seasoned player, a seasoned Casanova is a person who has had experiences with many women and they enjoy the challenge. When a woman says no to them, when a woman says I don't want you, they enjoy that challenge and they take it as a challenge that I will win this girl. I will make her mine. But then remember that it's a challenge. It's not a responsibility that he wants to take. And she wants to be around a man who's responsible, who will stick around, who will prove her that he is the right person by passing the test of time, or he has done such big deals, big things in life that he takes that position automatically. Then in that case, automatically, because they are in the same vibration, in the same energy, they will get attracted to each other without much, because both of them know about each other's skill sets and both of them respect each other. So this is a beautiful way where universe connects you, where you meet on your own. Naturally you feel like talking to each other. Naturally you feel comfortable in each other's presence. You want to share your life with one another. Okay? And you are not in a hurry that I have to make this person mine. It's a challenge that I have to take and I have to win. It's not a challenge. Love is not a challenge. Love is not a game that one has to play. So finally she tells him that, look, you are very lucky. So far I have not beaten you up. I will beat you blue and black. I will beat the hell out of you, the crap out of you. And this is a woman, I'm also energetically, when I read this type of energy, I can sense that she has a very strong mother energy also. Women who have healed their narcissistic maternal problems and energies, they are, whether you believe it or not, because you have to be on the other side to believe it actually, they have forgiven the mother or the father or anybody, all the adults. She has created harmony. Union comes later, first comes harmony, the stage of harmony. She has created so much harmony that everybody is going to stand by her, even the people who in the past did not stand by her. And because of that, she brings up the mother energy, the kundalini, the dark mother energy. Now the mother energy is inside of her. Now she's the mother of her mother and her grandmother and her great grandmother and so many people. She has become the ultimate mother right now. She can mother other people, other men and women easily. When it's required, when it's the time to be a mother to someone, she can be that, and she'll be a very good mother, even if they are not her biological offsprings. The nurturing element in this woman is very strong. She's a nurturer, she's a provider. Nurturer means that you have balanced your mother energy, and provider means you have balanced your father energy very well. So now you can get whatever you want. Money is not a problem for you, and you don't need more than what you require. That's the best part. People who have a lot of money and people who have very less money, both are mentally unstable. It's a mental disorder to have too much wealth stored in banks and in lockers. That's a mental disorder. These type of people, they earn money not because they can do this, but somehow they get the trick, because everything works on tricks, okay? So they know how to make money, but when they make money, they have not worked on themselves in a wholesome way, in a 360 way. So they need money to hold power in front of others, because you know how people are when they see rich people, other people. And those who are very poor, they also have some kind of a hold in terms of being a victim. There are certain people who are very good in acting like victims, and based on that they create privileges. That I'm a very poor person, so this is my privilege. Similarly, I'm a very wealthy person, so this is my privilege. Both have privileges and both have huge insecurities. You don't need to store so much money saving for the next 20 years and 30 years. You may not even live that long. Or you may not even know what you want to do. Instead of doing that, if you spend that money in doing good things and good causes, you should earn a lot of money, as much as you need. If you need $20 million to create something which is going to be beneficial to you and others, why not? Make that much money and do it. But if you need $20 million only to massage your ego, then definitely you have a problem. And on an apparent level, it will not look like they have a problem. On an apparent level, this is just a very wealthy person and this is just a very poor person. That's it. But inside, how they feel is a very different thing altogether. So anyway, she tells him that I will beat you blue and black. I'll fuck your life. I'll fuck you up. And see, I cannot help it. This is the language in which she speaks to him. And you're very lucky. You're very lucky because now she's entering that, mother energy now. Now she's not seeing him like a man who's chasing her. Now she's seeing him like a boy who was not given enough love by her mother. And he's very manipulative. He's narcissistic. He thinks whatever he's saying and doing is good and he's going to get his way. All he wants to do is get into my pants. Or all he wants to do is flaunt me around like a trophy. Or show to the other worlds. Or other people, not other worlds. Or in some way, it will make him also feel good. Because I was not under his control. I was not agreeing to him. I did not like him. So instead of going the correct way, he tries to pursue me. He gives me offers. And when I say no to him, or when I say I'm not interested, just leave, he is not leaving. On top of that, he's doing poetry. He's complimenting me, my skin, my hair, everything. But he's not leaving. Because now he's taken it like a challenge. He's a boy that needs to be fixed. He'll get fixed when he gets a good ass whooping from me. And I will give you an ass whopping, my dear, because you really need it. Now this man, obviously, he never imagined or believed that something like this would also happen to him. He's like, what should I do now with this person? If I don't leave right now, she will actually do what she's saying. She means it. She's not threatening me. She means it. So he has read her. He has checked her a lot. But if he was a genuine man, then he would know what her mission is, what her purpose is, and he would have done those things. And then also he has to pass the test of time. You can't do acting for 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year. You need to be consistent. If you have a long-term plan, if you really love someone, if that person is really impressing you in many ways, and you will keep doing whatever they are doing, you know it's a good thing. That's why also you do it. You are inspired. You are not doing it because you just want to please this person. You are actually inspired by their esoteric thinking, by their giving nature, and by their wisdom. So you want to take on that energy. Okay? You don't want to impress someone by poetry alone, by words, by dressing up. Right? This is what people do these days. They learn some good lines, they dress up well, they go out to some fancy place, they eat, they dance, they sing, and they have a good time basically. There's no discussion about what life really means. What are the challenges of this life? What are we here to do? What is the purpose? Those things nobody discusses, right? This much she says to him, and after that she feels that I don't want to give my energy to him. And when he sees, that side of her, that scary, that actually scary side of her, because first he said, I'm scared of you, but he still pursues her. But now he sees the scary side of her. She really means, and she's telling him, I mean this thread that I'm giving to you, I can actually do it right away. If you are a psycho, then I can be a bigger psycho than you. That's how you're supposed to actually handle psychos. Whenever you meet a psycho, you got to show them that you're a bigger psycho. Because they don't have their own dimag, as we say, their own mind. They're also a result of programming. So these type of men and women, they will stalk you, they will do a lot of stupid things, they will try to get your attention. So then she realizes that I don't need to give my attention to him, this much is enough. And that's it. She takes away all the power that he's got. Maybe it was a part of my inner work, she thinks. Maybe it was a part of my existence. I had to do this. I had to tell him that I am very powerful and I have the control, you don't. When this happens with a man now I'm being shown a high vibrational man, a very spiritual man, very mission oriented man, very beautiful man actually, such a beautiful soul. He can be somebody's very good friend, a best friend, he can be brother with someone, he can be a good husband. This type of a man is very rare, and imagine such a giving, kind, such a beautiful man who's beautiful within, also is beautiful outside. So he's good looking, he's attractive. Mostly people who are in active mission, they are very fit, bodily very fit also. Because they wake up on time, they sleep on time, their mind is put in healthy activities, they attract very healthy food. So the physical fitness by some people is seen as physical attraction because they have those energies. They are usually drawn to the external side of a person. So if a woman like that, a lustful woman, is going to see a man who's so good looking, attractive, fit, healthy, she is not going to see that he is all of that because whatever he's doing every day. Because daily life, he is spending his energy into doing things for other people, and that's his way of living. That's how he is operating on a daily basis. He doesn't care about dating women or going out to parties, and every single minute of this high vibrational man is going into giving to others. So he's receiving and giving. He's full of unconditional love. He cannot form those type of relationships that people usually want. And it's not like he's not a householder. Whenever he'll marry someone, he will obviously marry someone like that only, who's of his level, who's also equally mission oriented. So even if they are committed to each other verbally or legally or under religion in front of God, they will still continue to spend their time doing what they love, doing their mission work and keeping themselves healthy and fit. And as long as they will live as independent people. So they will be technically committed to each other, very close to what Sita Ram's relationship is. Because Sita and Ram, they very much loved each other. They were together. They are the best example of this type of a man and a woman. And they were only committed to each other. So I don't see how people see them as separate. The only thing is that Sri Ram had given up on his personal joy and time that he was spending with Sita. He said that I will give up on my personal relationship because my personal relationship is coming on the way of my mission. As a king, whatever I'm doing, and had I been any ordinary normal king whose wife never got abducted, who's never had to go to the forest, who was never sent on exile by his own mother, all those things would not have played out in my life, then things would have been different. But it is my own people, the people I serve. He would never say I'm the king. He always said I'm the servant of other people. I'm the public servant. So as a public servant, due to my role, due to my duty, I cannot choose my personal life. I am not allowed to, due to my role. That is why I'm giving up on my personal life, but that doesn't mean I'll marry someone else, because how will that solve the purpose then? I cannot marry anyone else because in my heart, in my soul, only my Sita lives. Sita is the only woman I've ever loved. Sita is the only woman I'll continue to love. Sita is everything for me. She's my life. She's my wife and she's my life, and I will never give that to anybody else, come what may. So there were many people who convinced him, oh, why don't you marry again? So he said, I did not leave Sita. A lot of you are misconfused that I left Sita as a person. I didn't leave her. I left my personal relationship. So if I'm leaving her, how does it mean that I'm going ahead with someone else then? What's the point then? Why should I even leave her? So when a high vibrational man who has a very pure energy, very awesome energy, on top of that he's attractive physically. I mean, for a lot of people, I think physical attraction is very important when they are in low frequency energy. We are not saying that you should not go for a person who's not good looking or who's not attractive to your eyes. Beauty lies in the eyes of beholder. Behavior, beholder. Beauty lies in the eyes of beholder. Actually, I thought of a very funny post I had seen. Beauty lies in the eyes of beer holder. Once I read that somewhere. So it was very funny, yeah, because after alcohol, anybody can look beautiful to a lot of people. So you need to find that person attractive, but physical attraction and sexual attraction should not be the only thing. What will you do with the beautiful face if it has a crooked heart? What will you do with the beautiful face if inside there's only evil feelings and emotions for the whole world? Some people are so nice to look at, all the plastic surgery these days, all the filters, Botox, all the liposuction, everything, they makes their body look very nice. But if they were so beautiful and so secure in themselves, and they were so happy and blessed and grateful of whatever God has given them at whatever age, a beautiful man and a beautiful woman will look beautiful no matter what age they are. Always remember that. They will look beautiful at 70, 80, 90. They will look fit and handsome at any age. Age can never take away the beauty, because the beauty is coming from within. If the beauty is coming from within, even the fine lines, even the wrinkles, even the grey hair or whatever it is, I mean, there are different things for people. As long as you're healthy, as long as you eat well, as long as you're fit, as long as you're independent, as long as you exercise every day, you will always look good. Remember that. You don't need to have a big paunch coming out, big belly coming out. And this is not fat shaming. I think a lot of people feel who are obese, they think that thin people don't get thin shamed. You don't know that because you've not gotten thin shamed. I've gotten thin shamed a lot in my life, because I was like super thin at a certain age. So all the relatives, all the people who would come to my house, they would keep saying the same thing. She's so thin, she never eats or what, never eats anything or what. And I was eating a lot actually. I was eating for 4 people maybe. But the metabolism was so high, and at that age your metabolism is high. Especially if you're a very active kid, always running around, jumping around, doing mischief, climbing trees, your metabolism will be high. So people get thin shamed also, and people get fat shamed also. But I personally feel that the belly, the paunch, that needs to go. You should have a body. You can have any size of body. And there is a problem with people who think that huge people are fat or something. No, some people's body structure is huge. Some people bone structure is huge. So how can you expect them to be like extremely thin? They can't be. That's how God has made their body. So don't listen to these thin shaming, fat shaming, height shaming, or whatever shaming they do, color shaming, caste, creed. Twin flames are supposed to be above these things. Star seeds are supposed to be above these things. These things don't affect them. When we were young, my grandmother has 9 children, okay, on the maternal side. So we have always seen lots and lots of children in my house. Even right now, my youngest brother is 1 year old. So we have different types of children in the house. Somebody is dark skinned, somebody is fair skinned, somebody is a bit fat, somebody is a bit thin, somebody is very tall, someone is very short, not that short, I mean still shorter than others. So everybody is different. So we would actually give them nicknames according to how they look. If somebody is dark, we'll call them a crow. I mean in English, but in Hindi, it's, most of Hindi people, Hindi speaking language people would know. If somebody is fat, we'll call them Motu. And it's not because we hate that person, or it's because we love that person. That is the unique thing about that child. That the child has a certain type of body, it stands out. Somebody who's very fair, we'll call them with that name. Like when I meet my doggos also, how do I name them? The white dog, I call her Whitey. The blonde dog, I call her Blondie. There is one dog who looks like a tiger, so I call him Sheru. There's one dog who's very, very friendly, so I've named her Friendly. She can go to anybody. Stranger, no stranger, she doesn't care. And then every time she meets us, she'll put her paws on our t-shirts. No matter how brand new it is or how clean it is, it's gone. Because she puts her feet in some kind of a puddle before she'll make those tattoos on our clothes. Somebody who's brown in color, we'll call that child brownie. Somebody who's black in color, we'll call that child blackie. So this is how we name. So this naming is not happening because somebody is racist and somebody wants to fat shame or thin shame or color shame someone. Even we need to grow out of these things. Even we need to become more mature. The whole world is actually divided into these notions that somebody is bullying me because of my color. Own up to your color, man. Love your color. So what, somebody is calling you brown or white or black, so what? There was this huge sort of a campaign that went on, Black Lives Matter. I think all lives matter. And black people are doing great. They are rappers, they are in sports, they are in the politics, they are everywhere. Why? They are constantly reminded again and again that they are not good enough. Why? And why are we supporting these notions? Have other people not got colonized? Have the Eastern people not gone through so much torture? Have the Vietnamese not gone through torture? Have the Orientals not faced torture? Everybody has faced torture. It's not about the skin color, because it is the people who divide us, because they rule us through division. It's a very famous saying which says divide and rule. Right? Divide and rule. Anybody who wants to rule, you need to divide people, because if you will divide, you will rule. So coming back to the energy of this kick-ass woman and this kick-ass man, they both, and these are two different people. I'm not going to say that they both belong to each other right now. It's too early, but they are in different stages of their life and they have done great ascension work. They are into deep inner work. They are very much with God and they are also doing mission work, and they are both attractive in their own way. And they don't want to get into flings or sexual relationships or one night stands. They don't have time for that. They are too high vibrational. When you're too high vibrational, these low lifer things will not even attract you. You'll find it funny. You'll be like, why people do this? Why are they constantly going from one person to another? Actually, they want to be happy. Their identity, so there are two types of identity. One is an awakened identity and one is a egotistical identity. So those people, spiritual identity and egotistical identity, basically. So those people who have the spiritual awakened identity, they also use their identity. They also use their body, their looks and their communication, their attributes and their patterns or whatever, but they used it in a healed way for something good. Whereas the egotistical person will use the resources, will use the power, will use the looks, will use whatever they have to massage their ego and their image and their identity. That's all they care about. They don't really care about the benefit of anyone, though they will constantly say that, yeah, I'm doing it for your benefit. Just like this man, when he is pursuing this girl, this high vibrational woman, this Casanova player, he's trying to tell her that I can give you love. He's complimenting her. He's trying to make her feel that, you know what, you are special, you are beautiful, you are amazing. Oh, when you get angry, you look like a beautiful flower, a red rose. Your cheeks become red in anger. Oh my God, the way you're pushing me away, it's so nice. It shows to me that you have some standards, And she's like, hello, don't use these lines on me, okay? That's where the gate is. That's where the road is. You see that lane? Just walk on it and go out. Get out. Don't do this. This will work on some other girls, not on me. Okay? Because if you were a good man, then you would not have done any of this. You would not have done all this poetry. We would have just met, and we would have just recognized, and I would have seen something good in you, and I would have spoken to you, and it would have been a very natural, organic conversation. All this drama is not required. So he's like, okay, fine, it's better I leave from here before she does something to me. And this man also, the high vibrational man, now he's going into a place where there is this very beautiful, very attractive seductress. Any man would get seduced by her. She's that confident. She's got lots of confidence that I can seduce any man. Yeah, for some it could be a little harder. And she wants to take the energy of these men. She wants to sleep with these men. She wants to have sex with these men because that's like a good way of taking their energy, fastest, cheapest way to take energy from other people. And high vibrational people have very good energy. Very, very, very good energy. It works for them, the other ones who are stealing it, it works for them for a long time. You don't have to give your Shakti away to anyone just like that, Somebody has to be worthy of it. And the only way you can find out who's worthy is inner work. So now this woman is approaching this handsome man, this good-looking man. She's not even, looked into his eyes or his soul. Because she's not that deep. She's only on the surface. She's swimming on the surface. She's not gone. She's not a deep diver, so she has no idea who he is, who this man is. So she goes to him, and again, very similar way, she starts telling him that, why don't you hang out with me? I will make you very happy. And she's not going to say it directly, okay? She's like, wherever two people meet, two similar type of people, like you and me, we are very similar. We have the same energy. We have the same vibration. We feel the same way. I can sense it in you. I can sense you're a man. And they also use complimenting and sweet words a lot. Don't be fooled by that. Let me tell you. So she goes on complimenting him that you have such a beautiful heart. She knows if I'm going to tell him that, hey, you got a good body or you got a good physical appearance or whatever, he will catch my lie. Because that's not what she wants. She wants that, but she doesn't want to say it directly. So I have to say something more spiritual to him. And he knows. A high value woman will never do this. He already knows that. He knows that she's not going to chase me. She's not going to seduce me. She's not going to compliment me excessively. She's not going to be overtly intelligent in front of me. She's not going to sell herself to me. He knows that already. And he's not an arrogant person. Please understand. He's not a rude, arrogant person. For a woman, it's okay to be rude and arrogant sometimes. But for a man, he has to respect the femininity, even if it's toxic femininity. So he keeps listening to her. She says, we are the same type of people. We should spend some time together. We should love each other. Or we should get to know each other. Even if she doesn't directly use the word love. So she says, these eyes of yours are very piercing, She doesn't say, okay, what exactly she is feeling, but she tells him very piercing eyes. Don't think I talk to all the men like this, You are very special, of course. That's why I felt like having this interaction with you, this conversation with you. And slowly and gradually she comes to the point. She starts coming to the point because He's also giving her time, yeah, because he's like doing something and she's hovering around. So he goes like, yeah, okay, let her speak or whatever. He talks to many people. He talks to probably 100 to 100 people in a day maybe, or he knows a lot of people. People who are in mission, they know a lot of people. Sometimes they have to talk to a lot of people. Mostly they prefer to be in solitude. As long as they're doing mission work, they are, in those spaces where there are other people, but usually they don't like to be. In case they are in a place where there are lots of people, it is very natural that people will get drawn to them, because some of those people could be having good intentions also. They could be having some good ideas. They could be having some good thoughts. So he wants to be open enough to know such people or meet such people who could be beneficial to his mission, or in generating resources, or maybe for his work or whatever it is. So he goes on listening. Okay, yeah, keep on saying whatever. Eventually she gets very close to him, and I can pick up the energy that this can also happen over a period of time. Like she goes on chasing him for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe 6 months. She keeps trying. She keeps calling him. She keeps telling him we should get together, we should be with each other. I really love you, I really like you. Eventually he's done with it. If he was not a good man, let me tell you, he would have slept with her and then moved on. He is not like that. So this is also a big difference. He is listening to her. He is not using her. He is not touching her. He knows that she is not the victimized or the lover kind of a chaser where things have gone bad. He knows that. She is simply seducing me. She simply wants to get into my pants. That's all she wants. He knows that. So he's not going to give it to her. He's not giving it to her. So don't make any mistake. Don't start comparing, oh, my DM is like that, my DF is like that. Don't do that. Okay? Your DM, the person you're calling DM or DF, they could be in distorted masculine and feminine energies also. It's your attachment, because you're looking at them from the glasses of attachment. So it's your attachment towards them that maybe is making them look very divine right now. Or maybe you're so intuitive that you can see their future version. But please be practical, because we need to live in the present. So don't compare this with that, okay? Don't mix two different things together. Here we are talking about a person who is a DF and who's a DM, who's a divine masculine and divine feminine, and they as a lover are very loyal. Right now, I'm not talking about them as a lover. I'm not saying that, they are involved somewhere. Let's not even get into that. Let's remain here, because they have all the opportunity to go out and sleep with someone. Like I know some friends, so-called friends, they tell me, I'm very spiritual, I'm very this, I'm very that, I pray to God, I feed the animals, in front of me they say all those very impressive things. But they are full of lust. If they get an opportunity to indulge in a lustful activity or relationship, they will indulge into it, because they may be doing some high vibrational things, but they are fully not there. I know a lot of people, acquaintances also, they are constantly busy. They're going to one party, then they're going to one play, then they're going to meet somewhere, and none of this is actually being done for their intellectual growth or their spiritual growth. Everything is being done because they are so empty inside that they want someone to fill it up, and best way to fill it up is physical intimacy, because wherever they go they will meet someone, and even if they don't directly have sex with someone, they will have that romance, because romance is also very addictive. They will have some romance, they will have some seduction games, and they enjoy that, and once it's done, it's boring after that, right? That's why so many people don't care till the time they don't indulge fully with the person. They are very much attentive, they have lots of attention. Once it's done with, they are done with it. They don't want to see that person again, and then it's the next person, and then it's the next person, and then it's the next person. It keeps going on and on and on and on and on, because they need to distract themselves. And what's the best way to distract yourself is replace that person with someone else. He or she may not be the same type of person, but yeah, it will be something different. They may not be giving them exact what they want, but yeah, at least they can kill their time. If you have so much things of your own to do, if you're a busy person, if you're the busy bee, if you're mission oriented, if you're really enjoying your life, honestly, you won't have time for all this. This will be total time waste for you. So today I channel two people, one man, one woman, who are in very high vibrational energies. They are being approached by people who find them very attractive sexually, physically. Honestly, they don't care about who they are as such, but they think this person is very good looking. But their interaction is also going to leave an impact on these people. When they reject such smart, such players, Casanovas, when they reject them who are so skilled in the art of seduction, the other person is like, wow, what was that? What gives them this energy? They are not attracted to me. They don't want me. Okay, they don't want this side of me. Everybody wants me. I'm so good looking. I'm so hot. I'm so sexy. Nobody can refuse me. But they've not only refused me, they've rejected me. And on top of that, they've given me a lesson that I need to work on myself. This is the parting note. They tell them, especially the man tells this woman that, sister, he calls her sister, sister, I know you really like me. You're very fond of me. But I got tons of things to do. You can see that. And I think there would be someone else who would be very happy to be with you. Why don't you focus in that direction? I have to leave now. I'm so sorry I have to leave you high and dry. So I'm going to leave now. I cannot deliver to you what you're looking for. Because that's not who I am. I'm not that person. I'm so sorry. My apologies to you. I cannot provide you what you're looking for. I can provide you something else. If you need some money, or if you need a place to stay, or if you need to do something else, I can help you with that. But I'm so sorry, I cannot give you what you're looking for. I don't want to be intimate with anyone right now. So I'm sorry. So she says, what about future? Maybe in future, you can always take my number. You can always call me. He says, no. I'll never need that. You go your way. Respectfully, if you want, I can make you sit in the cab. Or I can show you where you can get the cab. But please, you got to leave now. So he is very subtle. He's not insulting her, but he's telling her to leave wherever he is. And with this, I would tell you guys that for your personal situation, you can check out the description box. You want to learn more about how to be a high vibrational man and woman. You can get into therapy with me. After 1 year of therapy, a lot of people change. But I think 6-7 months, 1 year is not enough. You should keep on working on yourself. After getting the hand holding, once you learn how to conduct yourself by yourself independently, then you don't need another person. Then you continue to do your inner work. However, never forget that ascension is a lifestyle. It goes on till the last breath. You want to do inner work. You want to be connected consciously with source energy. Source integration is what we are all here to do. So you can write to me after you go through the description box, and once you book a session, please write to me. Let me know that yes, I have booked the session and this is me, hi. And I would be like, okay, let's get into the next step now. You can join Patreon. The link is given in the description box, and you can get my book In the Name of Love, A Journey of Finding Your Ultimate Soulmate. Thank you so much for being here with me. One love and peace out. I'll see you soon in another one. Jai Shri Ram.